so I'm gonna do this little video here to help you out with this second one. Heard some people were having some trouble with it, and so I just wanted to make another video to give you a little extra help. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 4 of the examples on mine. Before we do, I want to go over 2 rules that are gonna help you with this one. Those 2 rules are here. So if you have something like this where you've got a set of parentheses and an extra exponent here, so you've got 2 exponents going to the same base here. The rule is that you take these 2 numbers and you want to multiply those. So 2 times 4 is 8, so this answer would be a to the 8th power. Right. The second rule we need to remember is that when your exponent is a negative number, it needs to be on the bottom of a fraction. Right, so this is the same as that. Right, so a negative can go on the bottom. Secondly, if it's something like this, where it's already on the bottom, but it's still negative, that means it needs to go to the top. So this are the same thing. Basically, a negative exponent means it's in the wrong part of the fraction. So if the negative exponent's on the top, it needs to be on the bottom. If the negative's on the bottom, it needs to be on the top. Right, if it's not a fraction, if it's something like a to the 6th, b to the negative 5th, technically it's not a fraction, but technically it is a fraction. Anything that's not a fraction is technically over 1. So when I move this, this is going to say a6 over b5. Right, so those are those rules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this one and do a couple examples for you here. Right. So turn on the writing. So we got this one. It says select the equivalent expression. So I've got 2 to the negative 7 times 5 to the 5th with a 2 on the outside. So basically I'm going to give this 2 to both of those. So I'm going to have 2, and I'm going to do negative 7 times 2. Then I'm going to have 5, and then the exponent's 5 times 2. That's going to be 2 to the negative 14 times 5 to the 10th. All right, since 14 is a negative number, that means, well, actually, we don't need to worry about that. I've got the answer right here. You see, these are the same thing. 2 to the negative 14, 5 to the 10. So I'm going to click on B, check. Yeah. All right. For this one, so again, we're multiplying the exponents. So I've got 3, negative 6 times 5 would be negative 30. And then down here I've got 7, negative 3 times 5 would be negative 15. All right, so if we check, I don't see that exact thing here, but what we notice is both of these are negative exponents, which means they're in the wrong part of the fraction. Basically, we just need to flip it over. All right, so the 3 should be on the bottom, 7 needs to be on the top, which, if you look here, it's this first one here. I've got 7 to the 15 over 3 to the 30. All right, check that. Okay, got this. So we're distributing that. Negative 4 times 5 would be negative 20. 5 times negative 3 would be negative 15. All right, I don't see that exact thing here, but I do notice these are both negative exponents. So they both should be on the bottom of the fraction like number C, the letter C. Since they're both negative, they should both be on the bottom of the fraction. Check. Good work. All right. We've got this one. Multiply the exponent, so b 7 times negative 3, that would be negative 21. For my 4, I've got 5 times negative 3, would be negative 15. All right, so again, that's not exactly what's down here. Since they're both negative, it means we need to flip it over. So the 4 should be on the top, the b should be on the bottom, which means we should have this one here. All right. It's not a, because since they're a fraction here and they're both negative, they can't be the same, have the same exponents and both be multiplying. All right, that's why it's not that one. Check that. Yay. so I hope that helped. Just remember that you need to multiply the exponents to get your new exponent. If it's negative, it should be on the bottom of the fraction. Or if it's already on the bottom, it needs to flip to the other way. Right? And if you've got two negatives like this already in a fraction, you need to flip the fraction around and get this answer here. Hope that helped.